Dear students, today we shall read about the economics lesson 2, people as resources. Yesterday we would send the relative video of this lesson and today is the part 2 of video of this lesson. A teacher, doctor, engineer, tailor, weaver, craftsman, etc. are an asset to an economy because the more educated and healthier people are benefited by the higher income they receive. But in India, indirect ways, the society and the nation is also benefited. They create goods and services for the other people. Large population may not be a liability if it can be turned into productive asset by investment in human capital by way of spending on education, training and health for all. The activities performed by a person may be divided into two categories: economic or non economic activities. Economic activities are those activities which are performed to get an income. The income thus received in use to buy things or to satisfy wants. Example, a person goes to his office, a farmer works in the field, a clerk works in the office, a nurse attends to the patient in a hospital, a teacher teaches in his school, carpenter makes table and chairs, cobbler makes shoes to get an income. Therefore, they are the performing economic activities. Non-economic activities are performed by person for pleasure or out of love and affection or out of pity. That is, any act which is not done for money is a non-economic activity. Goods have to be produced before they can be consumed. All those who help in making of goods and services are known as producers. Human activities are divided into two parts: economic and non economic. Economic is divided into two parts: production and consumption, and primary, secondary, and tertiary. And non economic activities done for pleasure, out of love and compassion. Economic activities are of three types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary activities are we produce good and exploiting natural resources in an activity of primary sector, since most of natural products we get from agriculture, dairy, fishing, forestry, hunting, etc. This sector is also called agriculture and related sector. Secondary economic activities. Primary goods are used to produce some other commodity manually or by machines in a workshop. Tertiary economic activity. These are the activities that help in the development of the primary and secondary sectors. These activities by themselves do not produce a good, but they are an aid or a support for the production progress. Women in labor force. Women are known to work on farms, in road and housing construction, and of late in factories manufacturing garments and electronic assembly plants. Skilled women workers also have been working in traditional village industries either as self-employed or as paid workers. In hilly areas, search for forest products including fuel, wood, engaging a family large number of women. Work participation rate of women. Women constituted 31% of the adult labor force in India in 2000 to 2001. The share of women in the adult labor force is lower than their share in population because in most countries of the world, work and labor force are defined to include all activities outside the purview of the system of national accounts. Thus, the female share of the adult labor force, even in Sweden, is less than a half, 47%. As per 2010 Human Development Report, faced with poor performance on the health front, India ranks 122 among 138 countries on gender inequality. Pakistan is at 116 and Bangladesh is a not higher 112. Unpaid work care sector, a significant part of the contribution of a large section of society, especially women towards the economic remain unrecognized in quantitative terms or the best undervalued because of the restricted definition of economic activities in national income accounting. What is human resources? All human beings engaged in some useful activities represent the human resources. Human resources are essential to give value to all other resources. A technique is needed to convert a substance into resource value. Therefore, highly skilled and educated persons are most essential for economic and social progress of the country. How to develop human resource? Universalization of elementary education, education of weaker section of the society including girls, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Quantitative importance of education, especially technical and higher education. Vocationalization of secondary education to provide skilled personnel needed by the economy. Role of education in human development. The role of education is well recognized in the development of human resources, which are essential inputs in any social activity, economic or otherwise. The prime factor in human resources development is education and training. It has been considered the most important single factor for achieving rapid economic development. Education has great significance in the matter of development of human resources. Education is one of the main factors of economic and social development. The objective of education is to make use of human resources of all regions of the country and to expand the mental horizon of the pupil and to develop human personality. Elementary and secondary education. It will be defined in the next video. So you should also compulsorily watch the video. Thank you very much.